I'm not illiterate, but I definitely struggle.
Sure.
So like frozen meals, frozen pizza. Like, it's just
you can't. Yeah.
And that's just not sustainable at all. So learning to, maybe it's chicken and rice for a week. I don't even know. Happy New Year! Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It is 2026.
Right?
My goodness, BX3. Where has 2025 gone?
Well, now I can't say I'll see you next year and all those other
those other little dad jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? All those memes where it's like, oh, if you start this movie at 11:59 or whatever, this scene will happen at midnight.
Yeah.
Like, those are all. We're done. It's 2026. If you missed it, you missed it.
On to 27.
Yep. Yeah. It's the next one.
So New Year's resolutions.
Yes, New Year's resolution. I've been thinking about it since our last Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Because you were like, we're gonna talk about resolutions, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta start thinking about what I want to accomplish in 26.
So before we think that did you accomplish what you wanted to accomplish in 25?
No, I was literally trying to reflect on what my goals. Well, yes.
Okay.
One, I saved some money and bought a house.
There you go. Yeah. Congratulations.
So that was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to move out. Wanted to start something. We talked about earlier this year renting versus house, and all that comes with that. And so I did it. I got a house, and it's been a couple months, and I'm loving it.
Perfect.
So far, it's still standing.
Yeah.
Haven't burned it down yet on accident or on purpose. But yeah, that is one resolution that I had that I definitely wanted to do, and I did it. So that helps me. And I think even just moving out in general has helped me a lot.
Sure.
Confidence wise, just growth, right? You start challenging yourself. And so I think that's what's going to set me up nice for 2026.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know if I accomplished any of them, to be honest.
I don't know if you shared the podcast, but I remember a book.
Yep, and I didn't do. I had started it, and that's about it. I was going to do a marathon.
Yeah, marathon.
And then I had my ankle issue, and I just never circled back on that. But yeah, so nothing. I accomplished nothing that I set out.
You've been a little busy though.
Well, it's funny because they do say that most New Year's resolutions fail right by that. What was it, the 6th or 7th Friday?
Yeah. It's like that, or January is like that free trial month. Yeah. Like you fail, you start, and then by February it's just like, I don't want to subscribe to this anymore.
So I'm going to do things just knowing that I probably won't accomplish an actual resolution, right? I'm going to look at it a little differently this year. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are.
Well, like I said, with the momentum that I've kind of got personally, and we've talked about this before, when we started almost a year ago with the podcast, that, we give ourselves too many resolutions. And so it's harder for us to be like, I'm putting all this pressure on myself to do all these things. Where it's like, just pick the one that's going to make the biggest impact. Right. Like the wigs that we talk about always. That's it. And so, trying to whittle that down is a little harder. Trying to pick the one that's gonna really set you up and help you succeed.
Right. So for me, I'm gonna look at it a little differently. One of my biggest goals was trying to get to 42 restaurants. Like, I don't know if I've ever talked about this or not, but like 42, like for some reason was always the number. That was always the goal. And we're going to go into 2026 with 45, right? So like we're past the 42 mark. So now, like, for me personally, professionally, that's not my goal anymore. Like now I can kind of think differently. And going into 2026, this is going to sound weird, but I want to just live in 2026 with like no regrets. Okay. Right? Like I don't know for sure what that means necessarily, but I don't want to have any regrets going into 2026. Personally, we in 2025 we lost my wife's dad, my father-in-law, and there were some things that I wish I would have told the man right before he passed. There's some things that I wish he would know, right? Just our relationship and how much I loved him and appreciated him and all the things that he did for us and our family. So I've got some regrets, and just as an example, going into 2026, like, I don't want to live in that I wish I would have state, right? So for me personally, I've accomplished way beyond my wildest dreams, and I want to really do the servant leadership stuff. I want to make sure that I'm living for myself and my family and the people that I get to work with, and I don't want to be like, man, I wish I would have.
Yeah, the wish you would have in hindsight when it's too late kind of conversation.
Yeah,
and I get that, and and part of me, obviously, I'm sorry for your guys' loss. That's a huge thing. But if you feel that way, he probably felt that through your leadership or through your connections
and that's
that you've had in the
like,
past.
I would hope that too.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm saying it.
Yeah, because we don't say it though.
Yeah.
We do assume, and I think that's okay to a point. But it's when you lose that thing, it's like, I want to say this. I wanted to say that. And so I think that's a great resolution, I think.
Yeah. Like, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't know for sure what that looks like or what that means, but like, how do I just live that, right? Because each day is precious, and I'm not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to die tomorrow type thing. Like, that's not how I feel. But I want to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do, right? To just be okay with who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish. So,
no, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, see what happens. We got 2026. In 2027, maybe it's do adventurous activity. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Be more outdoorsy.
There you go. Yeah.
But no, that's great. And I think for me, it's more stereotypical, maybe, but just in general, kind of to this a similar tangent is just be present and be healthy. Yeah. And those are two big old overarching things. I feel like day to day, I can be present, but we all get stuck in the weeds sometimes. And you're like trying to find your way out of that, and that's where it's like, okay, how do I break myself out of that? But then also, again, remain healthy and active, to the point that I can see a full life, not that I'm like terribly unhealthy, but there's some improvement that can happen, and part of it's sharing your goals with people. And so that's, we talked about it last January, but neither one of us talked about your book, or none of us checked out your marathon, or about the weight loss, or about the whatever. We talked about the house, but and that's, I think, the part that I'm going to be more comfortable with this year is going to be, hey, talking about it more.
Here's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And then just, hey, I'm a half pound down, or I had a salad today.
Right.
And that way I can share that and have some more accountability.
What's really cool about just kind of going into the end of the year, I've talked to numerous people around, like what they're looking to accomplish. And it seems like everybody has, like, we all have aspirations.
For sure.
It's just like we don't take the action behind it, right? So whether it's being more present, because I'm the same way, right? Like I keep telling myself I need to be more present, right? I need to live in what I'm living in now, and yet I still am addicted to my phone too much, right? Like we'll be watching a movie I was watching a movie with Lily and my wife Nikki last night, and all of a sudden, like, I'm checking the fantasy football score, and I'm like, what am I doing, right? Like, just go back to like living my life and being present in that moment. So
because sometimes you think you turn it off. Like sometimes we think we turn it off, but the society and the culture around social media and just the phones, right, and the constant access, it's so hard to actually physically turn it off.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely part of the present for sure. It's a huge distraction,
right? And even from a weight loss or exercise standpoint, like, I don't know how you've been, but it seems like over this, like, it's really easy to fall out of rhythm. And honestly, over the last couple of months, like, I've really fallen out of my rhythm. And I ran for the first time in like a month a few days ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been missing this. Like, it's really weird, but it's easy to fall out of those habits.
Well, and it's nice that you get. It's easy to fall out, but then once you get back, you're like, okay, I'm supposed to, like, this is, I need to be doing this, right? Yeah. And I think for me, I just haven't found that thing that makes me feel that way.
Right.
That, oh man, I've been missing this.
Sure.
I need to do this more.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of it, is identifying what that is.
Nice.
And how I can find, and again, moving out, living alone, like, I feel like that's helped a little bit with kind of like, okay, what do you want to do?
Right.
Because you can't sit at home and watch TV or be on this TikToks and scroll, and whether it's self-development or not, that's great, but but those are all distractions.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's true, right? Like, you have to find what you're enjoying in order to make it last long term, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're not a runner, don't run. Like, find your activity, find your thing. Even from food, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I enjoy a good salad, but maybe you don't. So, what is it that you can eat that you enjoy while still looking to do?
Well, and learning to cook too.
Yeah. Oh man,
because it's so
many
easy.
People don't know how.
No, I mean, I'm not illiterate, but I definitely struggle. You know, so like frozen meals, frozen pizza. Like, it's just
you can't. Yeah.
And that's just not sustainable at all. So learning to, maybe it's chicken and rice for a week. I don't even know. But
man, when I moved out, Riley, it was and it was hot dogs and SpaghettiOs, right? Like I'm telling you, that was easy.
I got some tuna's not that bad. I've got some tuna.
Oh,
you don't like tuna?
No, gross, gross.
But that's the thing, right? And that's the whole. The last 2 months of living alone and moving out. It's just been trying to figure out obviously the financial side and make sure that's good. And I'm enjoying this freedom. Not that I didn't have freedom before, but you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
And just, what's the next thing? Like, what's the thing that you're going to do that is going to help you grow even more?
Right.
And so that's kind of, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think healthy, just learning how to cook, it's just so underrated now. I know like the 1950s housewife thing was a thing, right? And everybody had, cooked at home meals and things like that. But nowadays everyone's on the go like all the time.
Meal prepping.
Yeah. So I do like planning your meals, right? And making sure that it is sustainable because if you get home and all it is a frozen pizza, like you're going to go to the frozen pizza. But this is like, it's going to be a really good year. 2026 is going to be just phenomenal. And I think just for us and the organization, like you said, wildly important goals, like this is going to be a year that really can set the tone, right? Like I said, I've accomplished what I've wanted to, like as an organization where we got to the 42 plus restaurants. Now for me, like I can really focus on living this, right? Living this organization and finding out what's going to make it great for everybody.
For the 2,000 plus employees that we have and all that good stuff. And really, you said it earlier in the beginning of this episode, servant leadership.
Yep.
And yes, leadership is still, like regular leadership is good, but servant leadership is, we work for them.
Yep.
We're what we do and what we say is in service of our team.
Yep.
And so that's the cool part is not that we didn't do that before, but now we get to move that needle a little bit more and really explode the value that our team can have and does have.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of things to come organizationally for our new years, right, and what we're going to accomplish in 2026. But everything's starting to come together, right? With the hiring that we've accomplished, like we've accomplished a lot when it comes to just top grading and how to bring in and have and promote the right people. We are bringing in a consulting firm to help us from the profit side to make sure that we know what we're doing and talking about and building that stuff. From our general managers and restaurant teams, like they're doing incredible things around speed and the voice and taking care of their crew and their people and turnover. I know we've talked about this, but like our turnover is half of what it was going into 2024. Like Riley, I'm telling you, like this organization has accomplished so much in the last couple of years. And like we're about to hit like 2026 going into 27. Like this is going to be the foundation, the building of something just so amazing.
Awesome. I can see it.
Yeah. Like I hope you can feel like I can feel it.
Oh yeah. And I hope you guys can too. Those are a part of our team. Yep. It's like I'm watching The Landman. It's on. So we're talking about shows, but it's on Paramount. Billy Bob Thornton, freaking awesome guy. But it's an oil thing, right? It's like we're gonna hit the jackpot. We're gonna have a rig that just explodes and it gives us all this value and it already has, right? And so this next year is just going to even, capitalize on that even more.
Right?
Yeah.
Just billions of dollars in oil. But that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's about
billions of dollars in people.
In burgers.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And I'm excited for everybody's New Year's resolutions. Feel free to share them with us. We'd love to hear it and love to help you with the accountability behind it.
Yeah. So. Happy New Year, 2026. Make it your year. Listen, learn, lead. We will see you later.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us on Buns, Burgers, and Big Ideas. We hope today's episode inspired fresh ideas for your leadership journey. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode and keep learning with us as we continue to explore leadership in the QSR world. Until next time, take care and lead well.